This is a Conference Service Manager event training. My name is Grune, and I am the Director of Conference Services here at the Woodbridge Convention Center. This presentation is the training that I will be conducting for our new Conference Service Manager, who will be servicing many different events, but I will be using my event as a training tool. When a customer calls requesting information on event planning, there are a series of steps that you will need to follow in order to provide the best experience ever. This is going to be the group profile, conference services, banquet services, audio-visual, food and beverage, and accounting. I have already met with the customer and discussed the specs for their upcoming event. We always start out with the group profile, which is a snapshot of the customers you will be servicing. In this case, it is a Marine Corps retirement ceremony for Master Sergeant Louis Arcee. He and I grew up together because of our fathers being in the Marine Corps, and we both followed their steps and joined a few months apart in 1999. He served 21 years of honorable and faithful service to his country, and this is a first-time event for this group to celebrate the soon-to-be retiree. Next, you will cover the date, time, expected number of guests, guaranteed number of guests, and the set number of guests you will be servicing. You will list the rental cost, the food and beverage minimum, the type of function, and if they want it to be a posted event or not. For this event, the date will be December 1st, 2020. The ceremony will begin at 10 a.m. until 11 a.m., and from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. will be the reception. The expected number of guests is 25, the guaranteed number of guests is 25, and the set number of guests is 25. Because of the current pandemic, the maximum number of guests we can host is 25. The cost for the rental is $150 with a food and beverage minimum of $300, and this is a social function. If the event you are booking requires guest rooms, then you will need to provide them with our contracted group rates, which can be lower than the regular bar rates. Bar rates are best available rates that are offered to individual travelers. The guests will need to sign a separate guest rooms contract with the total amount of rooms needed, and they will also need to indicate what types of rooms are needed. We offer kings, queens, bedded rooms, and many types of suites. Rates will be offered in the contract for each type of room. The hotel does follow CDC guidelines and will not service the room during your visit unless the guest requests, and housekeeping will not clean the room until it has been emptied for 48 hours. The less people that cross the room threshold, the safer it is. The guests would like the event to be posted on the hotel's reader boards, which are located in the public spaces to give directions to the event for the guests that will be arriving. Banquet services covers the setup of the ballroom. We offer a variety of layouts in order to meet everyone's needs. Some of these layouts include conference room style, theater style, classroom style, hollow square style, and a U-shape. This customer has chosen to split the room in half. Half of the room will have 5 rows of 5 chairs in a theater style with a podium and a raised stage with flags in the background. Because of the state mandated regulations and the CDC, each of these chairs will need to be 6 feet apart. The other half of the room will be 5 round tables with seating for 5, which we call a set 5 rounds of 5 with colored linens. They also request a banquet-style service station with linens and miniature Marine Corps decorations that they will provide. Audio-visual support is requested. We offer presentation capabilities, state-of-the-art video conferencing, wireless packages for corporate conferences or social events like weddings and graduations, and different lighting packages. We can do almost anything that is requested with notice. Mr. Arcee has requested a podium with wireless microphone capabilities, wireless sound system, and he would also like to pipe in music and have this event filmed. As for food and beverage, they offer different menus, so it is best to ask the guests what they prefer and let them select their menu. Always make sure you ask if there are any food allergies. The last thing we need is someone having an allergic reaction during any event. There are vegan and gluten-free options as well. We also offer alcoholic beverages on consumption. In this case, they requested the lunch menu along with non-alcoholic beverages. Accounting is pretty straightforward. When meeting with a client, you see what their budget is. The deposit is required at signing of the contract. After the contract is signed and all decisions are finalized, the conference service manager will create an internal document called the Banquet Event Order, also known as the BEO. The guest must also sign the BEO agreeing to all of the arrangements. This is the BEO for this event. The BEO consists of the breakdown of each department's responsibilities for this event. This information is then sent to all of the colleagues to discuss in their stand-up meetings. The BEO also helps each department with their scheduling of personnel, assists with labor costs, and also lets the chef know which food needs to be ordered prior to the event. Are there any questions?
I have a question. Do you have time for a question?
I do.
How much time do we need to set up for the event if there's events prior?
For this event, we add an hour for setup and an hour for cleanup. So for scheduling purpose, you would block off from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., but each event is unique. Thank you.
Thank you.